Hello. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get a flower with the sort of like a fringed look. I have not seen any myself personally like this one here, but to me they sort of maybe look like I don't know if they call them pony flowers, I don't know, but anyways, it's sort of something like a rose how it's done, but this to me sort of reminds me of scrapbook page, but this is something that I've been working on, okay? And if you can see, the edges around are kind of like frayed or sort of torn. And I'm going to show you, actually the pink piece of paper that's underneath there is just wet, crinkled, and then dried, unfolded and dried. So all these flowers I have made by hand, and this is the flower here, the pretty girl there, is the one that I'm going to be showing you how to do. Did I show you the right one? Yes, the off-white one. Anyways, I've gotten some of these flower dies, and I've made a lot of them, just tiny, making tiny roses, and then there obviously were some bigger ones, and I've never used these actually until recently, because when I got them I was just like, oh wow, I says, what am I going to do with this? You know, use it for a frisbee with the kids at the park, but anyways, I have an idea for you, okay, and something different, a different kind of a flower. Yes, you can use them for bigger craft projects, but you know, I never really gotten into making anything really big. Something fast and simple. Two things actually you're going to need, or three things, well, besides your flower. I went ahead and I cut out my flower pieces ahead of time, and you're going to need scissors, any type of scissors. You're going to need anything that's rounded, maybe a pen, pencil, paintbrush, which I'm using, and a nail filer, any kind of filer, and I'm going to be using my Demerol. Reason being, a nail filer works awesome, and especially for beginners, but this can be very dangerous, so if you do use it, if you are familiar with it, just, of course, use it with caution. To me it works 100 times faster than anything else, so that's why I'm going to be using it today. I went ahead and what you're going to do is first you're going to take your flower, and each slit that you see on this flower, you're going to go a little more inwards towards, cut in maybe about a little snip inwards. You know, you just want to extend it just a little bit, okay? So I've already went ahead earlier and done one, so, but see, you want it just so that it can bend over, okay? Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your Demerol, and sometimes you can actually, which I like to do is take it as I'm working, fold back each petal. You're going to take your Demerol, and I use it, yes, a Demerol or any kind of a nail filer. It's just like filing or sanding. When I use it, I actually take it and I like to push inward, okay, pushing into the paper, okay, but be careful because, you know, the more you push in, the further and the more the paper is going to tear. So in order to get this effect, you basically just want to do around the edges, basically, and making sure that it's, you know, going in the shape is the petal, okay. I kind of more try to keep it, you know, circular motion. So I'm going to go ahead and do one petal and show you what I exactly mean. And as I do this, pushing my gun or my drill inwards, sometimes I actually like to go and push in and then leaving a point, going next, going in, leaving a point, and I'll show you why. I'll show you. Do you see here what I've done? I've taken the flower and I've pushed the gun in here, and then I went over on this side and pushed the gun in there. And I'm going to show you, it's going to be loud, but by doing this, I'm going to go where I left off and push and file the rest of it inwards. And you'll see it sort of gives it a different effect. So actually it gives it more of a frayed look. Okay, if you can see that, I don't know with my terrible lighting, and so there's not really much more you can do to get that wonderful look. And I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the rest of the pedal. So if you bear with me for one moment. So that's that. So this is the look that you want, and then this is the whole finished flower there. And what you're going to do is, I already went ahead and I've done my centerpiece. Obviously you're going to be doing this with smaller pieces of your flower, and so I'm going to take that. Now this obviously is going to be a little bit bigger than I want, but it's okay, because then you can go ahead back with your Demerol and you could file down the edges a little bit more until it becomes, you know, to the height of the flower. You see how it comes a little bit overlapped, but that's okay. Like I said, you can go back ahead and file it down with your Demerol. So that's what I'm actually going to do right now. So bear with me again for one moment. Okay, very limited on time here on YouTube, so you're going to go ahead, after you finish doing your layers of your flower, you're going to, again, just like you would your rose, you're going to put your glue. I am going to put a little more glue higher up onto it, and you're going to take it and apply it right to the center of, and hold it there for a second, because there's a hole on the bottom. How many times have I touched the hot glue? Go ahead and wet your finger and hold it there. And not pressing too, you know, you don't want to press it right together, holding it really tight. You want to leave it loose a little bit, and if, you know, you could take a little bit more glue and then do like every other petal if you prefer. Some like to do it that way. Me, it's all going to look the same, so I like to go in any kind of direction. So keep going, and if you'd like to curl your flower, you know, giving it more of like the rose, you can go back with your tweezers too, and you can go and use your tweezers and going back, you know, curling it backwards, kind of give it more of that, you know, that rose look. But if not, like I said, you can even go ahead, now that your flower's still in place, you still go ahead and file it down. But it does not matter. Or you can just actually go ahead and play with it and, you know, just separate a little bit the fringes and, you know, just kind of give it this more of a realistic look, I guess I would. That's the word I'm looking for when I'm trying to explain. But anyways, you can go ahead and do more, and you can actually take your, you know, your biggest size, and maybe you don't want to fold it up this time. Maybe you just want to kind of leave it more open. So go ahead and then use your round tip tool. Do what I just explained earlier in the video, and then round up just the middle like you would when you're making your rose, and then just kind of leave it sit and set just like that, and then there you go. There's your rose. And like I said, not only could you do this with your bigger pieces, but you obviously can do it with the smaller pieces as well. I'm Denise. Until next time, me and my bright ideas. And how did she do that? Well, you'll know next time on my next video. Hopefully you'll stay watching and supporting me. Take care and have a blessed day. Happy crafting!